It's been a wonderful, wonderful trip. Everything about it. The trekking, meeting people, staying in different places. It's been, and things we would never see otherwise. It's been wonderful. And our guide has been spectacular. He's just been the best. We're so glad we did it.
Hi, I'm Ronald.
And I'm Miriam.
We are from Belgium and we have been enjoying Vietnam, especially the northern part, over the last week or so with our guide, our sympathetic and very professional guide. We're actually happy to find out online about Vivutravel, and we are actually surprised how good it was so far. The website is very well designed, as you might find out, but especially the guiding tours are just fantastic, professional, much better even than what we're thinking about initially. Of course, it's really doing a good job, to put us at ease and give us all the information we can get.
So we do like the Vietnamese people. They are really all very kind, colorful dressed. We love it here.
Looking forward for more, absolutely.
This is Alec Cox and Noreen Cox, all the way from England. We'd like to tell you how we came across Vivutravel. We were thinking of going to Indochina because our son had been about 15 years ago and kept saying, "Father, you ought to go to Vietnam." So I did a bit of research on the good old Google and I came across the Vivutravel. And then I did one or two checks with TripAdvisor, and most of the reports were very favourable. And I can say it has been a very well organised trip. First of all, we went to Burma for 8 days and travelled from around Yangon, Bagan and Mandalay, and the guides and the accommodation was first class. From there we flew to Phnom Penh in Cambodia and visited the famous Angkor Wat temples. Unfortunately that was coincided with the Lunar New Year, so it was exceedingly busy. From there we flew to Laos, where it happened to be my 70th birthday. And the lady who I had been communicating, Miss A at Vivutravel, told them at the hotel. So I got an happy birthday and a small birthday cake, which was much appreciated. From there, we flew to Hanoi, where we've been up to Sapa, and we've had a nice time visiting the local people, seeing how they live and how they farm. And as I've said, all the organisation has been first class, all the guides have been excellent, and I would recommend the holiday to anyone. I will pass you over to my wife.
Well, I think Alex said everything really. I would just add that some years ago we travelled abroad and we organised taxis to pick us up, and they didn't in a lot of places. So the fact that every time we arrived anywhere, even if we were late, the taxi driver was there to meet us and the guide. And so I would say it's been an excellent service.
Hi everyone, we are a group of friends from Italy. It's our first time here in Vietnam. We were just randomly looking on internet to find some local tour operators to arrange our tour. And we just found very interesting the website of Vivutravel, and on the whole process of asking what we were looking for our 2 weeks tour in Vietnam, we found like a very trustful tour operator, and now that we are on site, we are really satisfied on what we have so far, because it's really everything beyond expectation of what we booked. We start our tour in south of Vietnam. Now we are here in Sapa on the mountain, and it's like completely different, the landscape. It seems like to have a bit everything. You know, we come from the Delta of Mekong till the High Mountain here. But it's really everything so nice, so interesting, and all the people from Vietnam are really welcoming.
And if you get lost, please contact Vivutravel.
Family from New Zealand. My name's Tony.
Carol, Lisa,
and I'm Zach.
We've been travelling with Vivutravel throughout Cambodia, Thailand and Vietnam, and we found the guides very good. They've shown us everything that we need to see, and we've learnt a lot about the culture and their way of living.
the company was really easy to find online. We were looking for a private tour and the company has really delivered. They're very flexible, so we could put whatever we wanted to do into the tour, and if we needed to change it wasn't a problem. Accommodation's been awesome, and we've really seen the culture of the countries, which is what we came for, was to have the experience, and it's been better than what we hoped for.
We must say that Vivutravel is really a top travel agency, so we are very satisfied and beyond.
Yeah, it was all well organized, I think, and it was like the program said, it was exactly like we expected, so it was very good.
Hello, I'm Georgina from the Netherlands, and this is my husband Jean-Eudes from France today. We're in Mai Chau enjoying the wonderful scenery. We had a 3-hour bike ride, we had a wonderful lunch with real nice local food, and now we're going back to the village. But it's really perfect.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tour, really great guide.
And we love Vietnam.
And we love Vietnam, yeah.
Ciao, Vietnam.
Hi there, we're Paul and Janet Richmond, and we booked a tour through LAN at Vivutravel. And we decided to come to Vietnam because it's always been on the bucket list. It's somewhere that we thought would be interesting to visit because culturally it's so different to anything you see in Europe. But you're always worried about going on holiday where you don't know anything or anyone. And Vivutravel have been fantastic at putting together a 3-week tour that will take us through Hanoi to Hue and Da Nang and down to the Ho Chi Minh and up the Mekong Delta. So we've had a fantastic time so far. We had a brilliant food tour with Tang last night, and I tried egg coffee and locally made dishes that were beautiful. And so far we have had a fantastic time seeing the Confucius Temple. We've learned all the history. So the walking tours, the food tours, and the way they look after you is fantastic. Plus, you pay in American dollars and it's fantastically good value. So do give them a go. We're enjoying it.
Come on, Vietnam.
Come on, Vietnam.
Thank you.
Very good service by Vivutravel, and tip, our guide was excellent. He picked up us at the airport on time, take us everywhere. The van is very good air conditioned, good driver. Everything was good, and we went to Halong Bay, and that was very good cruise organized by Vivutravel. So everything was good, and the guided tour and the information given by Tip was very good. You know, all the details we wanted, very good. So there's, we will do it again, but not for a long time, but we would like to do it again.
What do we think about Vivutravel and Vietnam? First of all, we love Vietnam. It's really a beautiful country with lovely people. So many things to see and to do. It's just a pity that I didn't have more time. I want to say also special thanks to everybody, to you, to the driver, to Kim, for being so flexible and arranging very good places to stay. It was really nice, and we had some unforgettable moments. Especially also for with my birthday and everything was very good. Well arranged.
We feel like we are taken from spot to spot without worrying about anything.
Yes.
It is like we go to a place and then you guys come and then okay, you bring us to another place and you give us some stories about and history and culture. So we learn a lot during the trip.
Thanks to you.
And it is we don't have to think about anything.
No,
we
it
are
was
just,
really custom made and very no stress at all. It was just enjoying every moment. We enjoyed every moment. Yeah, very.
Hi, we're from England and this is our 6th trip with Vivutravel. We find Vivutravel very friendly, professional, and their expertise is second to none. We can have a tailor-made trip, but it's also tailored to our budget. We find that their sales consultants are very friendly, very knowledgeable, only too eager to show Vietnam. Guides are friendly, again very professional and knowledgeable. Love you asking questions, always have the answers ready for you. Drivers are absolutely fantastic. What else can we say? We have booked now 6 times with Vivutravel. We will book again, and Vivutravel really does meet all your expectations and beyond.
To Vietnam for 3 weeks with Vivutravel. With Kim in the office, she was absolutely amazing, and we now have the most wonderful tour guide, Tong, who is really showing us everything. It couldn't have been easier to book, it couldn't have been a more amazing trip. They've done everything we could and we highly recommend them.
From New Zealand, and I found this travel agent through the internet just by searching in Trails of Indochina, and this travel agency popped up, and I've had exceptional service. Nok has been fantastic in keeping me informed. We've had an absolutely fabulous time. We started off in Laos and enjoyed every moment that we spent there. We're now in Vietnam and just mind blown with all the beautiful scenery. Our guide is fantastic, thank you, and all the accommodation, food is wonderful, and we're absolutely having a ball. Thank you.
This is my family, Albert's family from Malaysia. Okay, we just came back from the cruise for one night. We are so thankful that we have joined the cruise because we really enjoy ourselves. So I recommend Vivutravel to those who want to travel to Hanoi.
Together with Vivutravel, they have a great agent manager and agents, really friendly also. And feel free to contact them and enjoy Vietnam.
I'm very happy with the service provided by Vivutravel. In fact, I went to the northern part of Vietnam, while my family here, they went to Ha Long Bay and Dinh Bien. Let's talk about their experience in Ha Long Bay. They told me the cruise service, everything, including the guide, everyone was so helpful in their whole journey. It was so relaxing for them and they love it very much. As for me, I took the tougher part, which I went up to the mountains to see the minorities in northern Vietnam. Yes, the journey is not simple, but I love the scenery. This is the very unexplored part of Vietnam that you should come and visit. And if you do, enjoy the service from Vivutravel. In fact, they are the best. I found that they actually exceeded my expectation, and I really love it very much. Other than the country, the waterfalls, the tribes, and everything, I think Vietnam is a very good place that you should visit.
Travel. They're the best in the world for us.
We had a beautiful trip so far and hope it continues like that with what's to add and Jim, our driver, the best guys, and they're fun and we're laughing. We've seen so many things
that we never saw before. Everything is great. Food is delicious. Hotels are great. And so are the people that we met in at the home thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Viva Vivu.
Yeah, I hope that everybody has a chance one day to travel with Vivutravel. They're just the best.
The best in the world.
We like Vivutravel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So
In the falls and
water. We like.
We are family from Holland and we just traveled in the north of Vietnam. We went to Ba Bay Park and now we are at the waterfalls. We like it very much. It's a very nice place, not so many tourists and really nice scenery. And we like the food and the guides and also the driver. Thank you.
I never saw Vietnam like I did with Vivutravel. It is fantastic. If you want to try to visit Vietnam, please call Vivutravel.